Pastors and community leaders plan to sleep outside this week. They're bringing attention to homelessness and presenting ideas at a county council meeting happening right now. Our Charleston Clark reports on how activists are trying to get their message across. It's a story all new at 7.
And so for the next few days, we'll be camping out here across the street, actually, from the county office at the gas station on Highway 52, where we hope to increase visibility for homeless persons, as well as get an accurate count of those who are homeless.
A Low Country pastor is among a group looking to make a visual statement. Leaders say there's no accurate count of the homeless population in one of South Carolina's fastest growing counties.
I think for the previous 5 years, the number of homelessness identified in Berkeley County was 0. Because we have no shelter beds and we have no way of counting them. So in the point in time count, we actually went out into the communities, into the woods, and did surveys, which is a difficult thing in that population because you want to make sure you preserve dignity. But we identified, I believe, 38 or 39 homeless persons, up from 0. So it lets you know that homelessness is here in Berkeley County.
Grace Impact Development Center focuses on at-risk communities in Berkeley County. Leaders proposed a two-phase approach to county council. The first includes a roughly $2.2 million homeless initiative to procure land for homeless pallet pods. The second phase?
The second phase of this would be on the same land. We're calling it a security village. We do not have enough inventory for senior affordable housing in Berkeley County, and so this will give us a chance to build affordable rental homes, tiny house model homes for our seniors and vulnerable populations.
Now, a county spokesperson recently told us local community centers and churches haven't been able to serve as warming shelters because of COVID-19 concerns. Now, we reached out to multiple council members about the homelessness proposals, but haven't heard back. Pastors and community leaders will be sleeping outside across from the Berkeley County office building tonight through Wednesday. Seeking higher pay. It seems to be a trend among several local fire departments, and now it's one we're seeing in the city of Charleston. Our A.M.E. Russo is live in the newsroom with more on what these firefighters are now asking for. A.M.E.
Hey there, Natalie. So the big concern is the cost of living, specifically housing costs. I'm told many City of Charleston firefighters actually have to live more than 30 minutes away just to be able to afford a place to stay.
Do you live in the City of Charleston?
No, ma'am, I don't.
That's Brian Axelrod. He's the president of Charleston Firefighter Association Local 61 Union. The reason he doesn't live in the city? The cost of living.
I can't tell you how many people we have lost. And the majority of those people leaving ultimately boil down to pay.
Effective January 28th, a firefighter with a high school diploma will make $12.88 an hour. At the end of the year, that's a salary of $38,000 before taxes.
I would just like to be able to see that our members that are new here are afforded the opportunity to live in the communities that they serve.
I took these concerns to Fire Chief Dan Curia.
Do you think that firefighters are being paid enough?
Well, I think that what we need to do is we need to differentiate the pay that firefighters make in the city of Charleston and what it costs to live in the Charleston area.
He acknowledges firefighter pay needs a second look, and he's concerned the pay could be the reason they don't retain all their first responders. Right now, there are more than 40 vacancies in the department. About 10% of the agency's employees left in 2021.
Level of coverage that the residents and the visitors of Charleston receive has not suffered one bit.
Still, Chief Curia says he wants their pay to be competitive.
Can't ignore the hourly rate. We can't ignore the annual salary. But what we have to start figuring out is how do we pay a Charleston firefighter enough so that he or she can secure housing in the city of Charleston so that we can retain them.
And Chief Curia tells me he is talking to officials about firefighter pay. I did also reach out to the Isle of Palms and Mount Pleasant fire departments. IOP officials, they say the average raise for their fire department last year was over 7%. Now that did come into effect this year. Mount Pleasant says a cost of living adjustment was also made to their department.
7 school districts in Virginia alone banding together to file this lawsuit today right here against Governor Glenn Youngkin. It's in response to his newly enacted executive order, which leaves masking decisions up to parents. Mask mandates once again pitting parents against school boards.
They've been put at the front line of this battle, and it's not fair for them to have to bear all of this burden.
Fairfax County parent Shauna Yashar says attempts to exempt her 2 children from masking up in school were denied on Monday. Now she's contemplating the consequences if her children defy district policy.
If my children are comfortable doing that, my husband and I will certainly support them if they wish to protest tomorrow. The school's not honoring the executive order.
The lawsuit reads in part, the governor's executive order to the contrary is a clear violation of the school board's constitutional rights and responsibilities, as well as to the entire structure of the supervision of public education in Virginia.
We feel like we've been pushed here, and ensuring that, that constitutional authority that is vested in school boards is protected at all costs.
A similar legal showdown is underway in the Show Me State. On Friday, Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt sued 9 St. Louis area school districts over mask mandates. And the nation's second largest school district, L.A., now requiring its students to wear, quote, well-fitted non-cloth masks with a nose wire at all times, including athletic activities. School staff members must wear surgical-grade masks or better. While the debate in Fairfax County heads to court, Yashar hopes parents and school board members can find some middle ground.
If they would set some metrics and some off-ramps that we could all talk about, get comfortable with, and work towards as a team, that would really go a long way to building a sense of community, much more than what we're dealing with today.
A spokesperson for Virginia's governor tells the national desk today the school boards are, quote, ignoring parents' rights. And as for those 7 Virginia school boards defying his executive order, well, they have no plans to ditch their own mask mandates when school resumes tomorrow.